Today in this video, I'm gonna be talking to you about fasting and about praying and getting things from God and Jesus Christ. All right, so I had questions. I had questions like I wanted to know like what did my people do before like they were introduced to alcohol by other people. So I found out like they used to actually like used to dance and pray and sing and fast a lot. But even when they did those three things like dance, pray, and sing. They used to do while they were fasting. So that's another way you can answer things is by fasting and like recognizing God, the Creator, the Great Spirit, and the Lord. So like I noticed too, like even other religious people, like for instance, like people that believe in Jesus Christ and God. Like I do believe in both of those people, and all my people do too. But even like that, even with Jesus Christ and God, like I notice people in churches, they don't like they some people don't have like knowledge and wisdom in so many areas. Like I notice church people, they don't fast before they pray or before they sing. And just like that, even about people praying and singing before before they go to church or while they're at church, like when they do pray and sing, like they don't notice you can fast before you pray and sing. And but Native Americans do, and they used to know that. And that's just like even when you pray and fast and sing at church, I mean like when you pray and sing at church, pray and fast and sing at church and things like that, you do it because you do those things separate. But I know it'd be smart to do them together, so that's actually like knowledge and wisdom. And another thing is too, when you do these things, like you gotta have faith because like God will be presence and Jesus Christ will be presence. But it's just like that, I know it says in the Bible that that God and Jesus Christ is only present is if it's only like only if two people or three people are there, or like if it's a whole group of people. But I know God and Jesus Christ is always listening to you when you do pray. But if you want Him to be present in the moment, you have to have a woman, I mean, like a woman and a man there, or like you know what I mean? Because just like that, like a lot of the people in the world, they don't represent our ways, or they don't stand for our ways. In a lot of ways, they don't represent the man and woman way, but I actually represent that way, and I actually stand for that way because they might even promote it so far in different ways. They might tell the family member or daughter or son not to talk to a person that they don't like, but that person isn't for that person. So like I don't believe in that way. I don't have time for stuff like that. All right, I do have time for it just to see what people's perspective at. But I know people shouldn't like talk to somebody just because somebody's telling you not to, because you might can learn from that person or anything, or that person's not even there for that person, or that person, or you not there. You can't get what you need from that person that's telling you that person can give you. And I'm not saying like use people or nothing like that, but even with that though, just like about God and Jesus Christ, like they will come. You just gotta have faith, and that was another thing I learned too. Like a lot of things like it's missing out the land, like the buffalo, and it's a lot of bad things around that can't do nothing for us, or it's actually a bad thing for us, or it's just something that got us in slavery or something like that. A lot of things around that's not good for us. So it's just like the buffalo was a good thing because that was always around. But even with the buffalo, I found out for Indians to get the buffalo back, or when they did want to see a buffalo, even before they did have buffalo, probably before people were killing off the animals, they used to all they used to do was fast and fast and sing and dance, and the buffaloes will come, and God also will come too. So that's just like when I was telling you about the church stuff about how they say the presence of God and having faith and praying. So what I'm saying is, you just gotta have faith and it will come, and you might just have to do a little, like do something or like dance, maybe sing, pray, and act. And you just gotta have faith in it, and it will come. So, and another thing too, I learned this too. Like when people used to kill buffaloes, they used to get a skull. They can pray when they're praying. They can go into a different prayer with a buffalo skull. But maybe that's for Indian people. Everybody don't feel the same way because some people they use skulls for like demonic stuff and things like that. So I know a lot of people feel different about a lot of things. Just like you don't see Native Americans are like uh, or even other ways and other people that they don't represent, or even though they try, they might can't do it. It might not be for them, or it might be in them, or they might need to grow into it. But just like that, so that's how I feel about that little topic, and even and then another thing too I want to talk about is something like the president before America was here and practicing terror on us and trying to hurt us in a lot of ways like they're doing today, like not giving colored people jobs or not working with colored people. Like for example, I'm talking about California though. So like California, California and places like that, and every other places like we didn't have presidents, and presidents isn't always a good thing to have, and anybody can tell you that because some presidents isn't for us. Some people don't like certain presidents, and a lot of times like I don't support the reasons why they don't like them all the time because they don't make sense to me or they're not true or it's a lie. But that's just like for instance, like for right now we always will have a president. We have a president right now, and I hope we always have a president, and just like that. But I know the president is my leader, and I don't look up to the president, but some things I might. But I believe God is the president, and maybe Jesus Christ is a vice president. That's my president. My vice president is God and Jesus Christ. So it's just like that. And I also know Jesus Christ was supposed to be a king and all of that. So yeah, and God was supposed to be controlling things from higher above, from heaven or from wherever He was doing it from. But just like that, so I only look up to God and Jesus Christ, and just like that, like I know it's a lot of presidents are bad, like the president we have right now, like they're not for us, just like the Bible says, just like every religion says when you look into it, people preying on other people, practicing terror on them, manipulating them, taking things from them, telling them what to do, telling them they have to do things this way, they can't do things their way, they have to work every day and making them live up to them so that person that's passing it down to them can be safe and good and do whatever they want to and do whatever they want to, but they stop all the other people from doing it, like the colored people. But a lot of colored people don't notice. But I've noticed Native American notice it. But I know blacks they have a struggle with noticing it because blacks don't work together. Or when it was time for slavery, they all didn't want to stand up together, and it's so sad because blacks they even like gangs, the Crips and Bloods, that they kill each other off because they stand for different things, and they don't like they might not like each other, but the real people that's like really in the streets they don't mind. Crips and Bloods don't mind kicking or hanging out with each other or talking to each other, but just like that, I don't know or hanging out with some people, but even like that, I don't know if it's like I don't know if yeah, but it's other people do got other problems. Just like I was saying, other people don't support the man and woman way. Because I don't see why people should have a problem with just hanging out with each other, and maybe talking to some girls, or even just doing something that's gonna make the people smile. So yeah, I don't support that way because yeah, I know it's something else going on in that picture. And even like with any other races, just like even with Mexicans, like even with Serranos and Nortes, like they kill each other. I mean they attack each other on sight, or they don't hang out with each other, or they fight each other on sight. But even with Asians, same things. Like Crips and Bloods and every other race, same thing. Or even uh, like some even other people in the other places around the world, they all do the same thing. They don't stand for each other, or they don't help each other like people used to.